Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Time for another Bavarian Helles. This is from the Brauerei Unertl, started 1929, located in Mühldorf am Inn in southeastern Bavaria. I've been reviewing a beer from another brewery which is having connections to this one. I did review Unertl Weissbier before on the channel. It's not the same brewery as this one. It's two different ones. The other one is located in the town Haag in Oberbayern, and it was founded in 1948. It's called Unertl Weissbier Brauerei, and this one is called Brauerei Unertl. The reason for why they are having this parts of the same name is because this one started up first, and after that his son started another brewery, if I remember the history correctly. I did read more about that in my review of the Unertl Weissbier, which was a very nice beer, a little bit darker Weissbier, but still on original, not a dunkel Weissbier or anything like that. So feel free to check that out. But this is from the Brauerei Unertl in Mühldorf am Inn, and it looks like this. Very dark label. Urertl Hell is what the Unertl Helles is called. This is their Helles, and I think they're having this Urertl name because Ur is standing for the Urtyp, I believe. So a little bit fun that they did choose that instead of Unertl Hell. And I'm gonna give you some history about this brewery, as always. Gives a really nice impression to me when I've been doing my research, visiting their website and so on, which I will link to in the description box below, of course, as always. But it's always nice, and also it's always right time with a Bavarian Helles. The Unertl Brauerei is a wheat beer brewery in Mühldorf am Inn, started 1929 by Wolfgang Unertl. In 1929, Philomena and Alois Unertl founded a brewery. From the beginning, they specialized in the brewery in the production of wheat beer. The fifth generation of the brewery is now run as a family business. The family can look back on over 100 years of brewing experience, since the company founder worked as a brewer at Paulaner in Munich before the First World War. In 1948, the family tradition of the brewery split. A son of the founding couple went to Haag in Upper Bavaria and founded the Unertl Weissbier Brauerei there. The output of the Unertl brewery is 14,000 hectoliters per year. All brewery beers are fermented in the bottle. They are neither stabilized nor pasteurized nor heated even for extremely short time, nor filtered. The brewing water comes from a 100-meter deep artesian well and is swirled using method of Victor Schauberger. At night, the yeast cultures and is sonicated with classical music. In 2010, two beers from the brewery received the silver medal at the World Beer Cup in Chicago, and the beers were awarded the European Beer Star several times. And some information that I found on their website. The finest malt, fresh water from our own spring water, and the finest aroma hops guarantee the best beer quality. The brewery Unertl is committed to the Bavarian Purity Law of 1516. Our beers were awarded 2018, 6 gold and 5 silver medals. But the highest award is the praise of our customers, beer lovers and connoisseurs. My philosophy about brewing is that you use the best raw materials for brewing to make people aware again that there is high added value compared to the raw materials. It is certainly not a matter of course that we always and in large quantities about high quality raw materials and above all can have pure water. That is why my acting and striving for the raw materials is that the Bavarian purity law prescribes for us to brew beer to produce fine beer. Wilhelm Busch already said, when the time comes when you could, it's over which you can. In our time, humanity is causing environmental damage caused that you can often no longer undo. Yes, and where do you do, Ma? That is why I wish that we pay our nature the high respect it deserves. Sorry for my bad reading. Local art of brewing. Visit our brewery in Mühldorf. Take a trip into the world of beer production. From the brew house to the storage cellar, once across the brewery, find out more about how your Unertl wheat beer is made. This beer tour is the experience for connoisseurs and beer connoisseurs. Get first-hand information about beer history, glass care, tasting, and the optimal storage of the beer. And about this specific one, the Unertl or Urertl, all beer varieties. In times of war, Alois Unertl, the brewery founder and great-grandfather of today's Mühldorf brewer Wolfgang Alois Unertl, was forced to brew with barley malt due to lack of wheat. Already at the beginning of the 15th century, there was a decree to use wheat only as bread cereal to ensure the supply of bread to people. Barley was used for brewing beer and feeding cattle because of its husks. A general exemption was the only granted towards the end of the 18th century as long as people's bread supply was guaranteed. Our Urertl is brewed on the occasion of the brewer's 90th birthday and is based on the original barley beer. What is special about Urertl, it is brewed exclusively with ecological raw materials from the region. Our artifice spring water is processed using the method developed by Victor Schauberger and Johannes Grander. They realized that the swirling water retained its original millennia-old vitality. In the past, only surface water was enriched with air was drunk. Through the further development of Dr. Christian Hechtel, University Professor, Princeton, USA, makes the water particularly fine and soft. His device, which was developed for space travel, optimizes various stages in the brewing process. Valuable ingredients are better dissolved. This special feature and the long ripening period ensure that the best well-being and digestibility. Enjoy a sip from the good old days combined with appreciation of a long maturation period. It is rare today, but it still guarantees the highest quality. Allow it time and enjoy your brew, Unertl and his team. So it gives really nice impression to me, this one, and I'm really having high expectations of it, and as I mentioned, always right time for Bavarian Helles. 1929, Unertl, Urertl, Hell, Mühldorf am Inn, feinteilig, lebendig, naturbelassen, unverkennbar, unvergleichlich, Unertl. And I'll show you the cap right here too. And aus Tradition, privat, gebraut nach dem Reinheitsgebot, 1516. And I'll show you the coat of arms right here, which is their logo. Urertl. Here's the back label with some text that I'm of course gonna read. Wir verwenden nur beste Rohstoffe aus der heimischen Region und lebendiges Wasser aus dem hauseigenen artesischen Tiefbrunnen. Die Verschmutzung und der sorgsame Umgang mit unseren Ressourcen sowie unser handwerkliches Können machen unser Bier so unverkennbar und unvergleichlich. Ausgewogen gehopft mit der hochfeinen Aromasorte Hallertauer Tradition. Grandlinige Eleganz durch überlieferte Handwerklichkeit. Urertl eben. Urertl hell mit Liebe und Herz gebraut. Gebaut nach dem bayerischen Reinheitsgebot. Zutaten Wasser, Biogerstenmalz, Biohopfen, Hefe. Alcohol content 5.4. Weißbräu Unertl GmbH Mühldorf am Inn. Unertl.com is the link to the brewer's website. As I mentioned, I'm going to link to it in the description box below, as always. So apparently they have Hefe even in their Helles, which is something that I haven't been drinking before, I guess. But of course, when it's Hefe, you need to swirl the bottle to make the yeast become a part of the beer again. Since it's bottom fermented, continues to yeast in the bottle. I'm gonna show you that, of course. But let's open this one up. The Urertl Hell. And pour it up. Of course, it creates much foam, as you can see, which always is the case with regarding a beer with wheat in it. So one idea is to pour up the beer in stages when it's a beer with Hefe in it, like in this case. The foam is also in beers which contains Hefe, having very compact white foam head, which is almost never disappearing. So I hope this white foam head is gonna disappear sooner or later. Of course, the color is looking good this far, and I haven't even been pouring up almost anything yet. So it did, of course, show more foam than expected, comparing to the beer style that I thought this was. But that's what's interesting, that it's always possible to learn new things, and this time I did learn that the Unertl Helles is not a normal Helles, simply. When one has been pouring up this much, there's usually almost no foam head at all. But in this case it is, and I don't know if it's any idea of trying to pour up more. The foam will, of course, just continue to rise even more, and I don't know if it's ever gonna disappear, to be honest. So what I would like to do right now is to just wait for like 10 minutes and see if it has been disappearing a little bit until then. I don't know if it's gonna do that, but one shouldn't hesitate and rush when pouring up a beer with Hefe in it. That's what I always say in my Weissbier reviews. I did choose the Helles glass for this beer, and not the very tall Weissbier glass for this beer, because of the beer style, and I thought that it was gonna be the right choice, but at the moment I'm actually not sure. This far into the video I actually would have liked to start to drink, but I want to have all the beer in the glass before I start to drink. So I have to wait, of course. Meanwhile, I can show you something that I forgot to show you. That they do have another beer from the same brewery. I think I did show it up in the review of the Unertl Weissbier from the other brewery located in Hagen, Oberbayern. Because I wanted to show that I had bottles from the other brewery with the name Unertl. This one, which is called Brauerei Unertl, located in Mühldorf am Inn, and the other one is located in Hagen, Oberbayern. I do have their Weissbier, Mühldorfer Weissbier, looking like this, having a little bit funnier label maybe, but Mühldorfer Weissbier, and of course it's gonna be interesting to try it. Always right time for a Bavarian Weissbier, as I always mention. Let's see how this is behaving. Silver foam is of course huge, which is also, as I always mention, a quality sign. Shows good quality when it's big, compact white foam, and that's what Bavarians like. Start to drink while it's a big foam. And maintain the white foam, of course, all the way through until you have been drinking up all your beer. That's important. Let's see if it's possible to pour up some more of this one. I don't know, but let's try it. There we have some at least. And as you can see, huge foam head. That's an important thing. Build up a huge foam head, and yeah, in this case, huge compact white foam head. Looks really Bavarian to me. This huge foam head, and that's of course how it should look, in my opinion. Color-wise, I can show it already to you. All the small bubbles rises up. Don't know if you can see that, but might be too cloudy for that. But there are a lot of small bubbles, and I can review the color of it already, so we have it done. Quite cloudy, quite semi-pale, I would maybe call the color. A little bit of an apricot color of it, not super pale like a Pils or Helles. A little bit more cloudy, probably coming from the Hefe. Let's see what we have. Yeah, quite much left. So let's wait until it has been getting a little bit more compact regarding its foam head. Meanwhile, not much to do. Actually, I tried actually to not pour it up too fast, but sometimes even I don't succeed. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. See if there is possible to pour up anything more. And yeah, we have to maybe soon swirl the bottle and pour up the rest and see how that goes. So let's do that. Swirl the bottle. As always, when it's yeast in the beer, that's because it's been collected at the bottom of the bottle when it continues to yeast. It's possible to do like this, or to do like this, or to roll it on the table. And then you pour up the rest like this. To we get the right taste of it. I think that might be it. As you can see, big foam head, very important, big compact white foam head, and it has to take its time to rise down a little bit before going on to the actual tasting part of this, but it looks really nice to me. I would say, with its white foam head, and this is how a beer should look, in my opinion, isn't it? Really nice. Let's get the aroma quite quick. Really nice. Typical freshness. Really fresh. Definitely much of a Weiss beer notes, even though it's not typical as a Hefeweizen, because it's not. It's more like a Urertl hill, so it's a little bit different in its aroma. Hard to describe, but really interesting. I just have to try this one while it's a big foam head, just as a Bavarian do. So, Prost, Urertl hill. Really nice. As you can see, easy to drink. Very nice taste of this one. Hard to describe, but it's easy to feel the natural ingredients of it. And really fantastically smooth and nice. That's a big recommendation. I have high expectations of it regarding how much care they care about the quality of the raw materials, and I was really longing for a beer, as I always do. So that's why it's easy to drink quite much fast, and of course also that it tastes so great. Like all the beers that are doing that I'm choosing to review, I don't understand why I should waste my time on drinking shit, while it's possible to try as many German beers as possible. That's it. That's the Unertl Urertl Hell, which is not typical Helles, more like a Weiss beer, because it contains Hefe, and it's really tasting great, in my opinion. Very smooth in taste. Not like a typical Helles, definitely not a Pils at all. This is something which is very close to be regarded as a Weiss beer, in my opinion. So definitely something you should try, in my opinion. It's something I recommend. Easy to feel the natural ingredients of it. They do have a lot of other beers as well. As you saw, there is one other from this brewery that I'm gonna review in the future, at least, that I'm having right now, that I did show a bottle of. except of that, hope you check out their website, that you continue to follow my channel for more chance to beer reviews, and like, comment, subscribe if you feel for doing that, and hope I see you again in next German beer review.